Hi, I'm Victoria, the love coach. And today I just want to step you through my trauma healing process. It's called Aura. Acknowledge is the first step, understand, second step, release, and then accept. Now I'm just going to run you through a very high level of what that process involves. Now at acknowledge, you're just acknowledging the emotion that you're feeling. Okay, I know it might sound overly simplified, but many of us just start feeling these uncomfortable feelings and then we just start to distract ourselves or we blame. It's just what the human ego does. Okay, so we either distract, something uncomfortable comes up, we either distract or we blame or we project or do something to distract us from the actual pain inside. I'll go into each of the steps in other videos, but just a high level today. So that's acknowledge. So we're acknowledging the uncomfortable emotion that we're feeling. Okay, and step 2 is understand. So in looking at that emotion and doing some reflection on how that has impact or that is impacting our current situation. Maybe it's led to making some choices. Maybe it's affecting your relationship. Maybe it's, triggering you into engaging in toxic behaviors. So we're just taking a little bit of time just to gauge what it is, how it's impacting your life, and possibly you might be able to at this stage identify where it may have stemmed from. But that's not critical. That'll come to you as you're healing or further down the track, throughout your life. So that's understand. Release is when you actually connect again to that emotion. So if you've made the decision to heal and you've already acknowledged the emotion that you're feeling, you've taken some time to understand what it is that you're feeling, typically within the next month, something will present itself, a situation will present itself to you to actually give you the opportunity to connect to that emotion again. This is your opportunity to express that emotion. Let them out and take them to the fullest expression. If I have to pull the car over. This is actually a true story. Pull the car over, put on the song that makes you connect, and just cry. And I was feeling my whole body heave from these tears because it was coming from it's coming from the heart. It was coming from the heart. And I just allowed myself, I was in the middle of work at the time, I just allowed myself to keep crying until I was finished. Within the next few days, I got to the last part of it, which was accept. And in that, I had to accept that I'd been carrying this around for almost 20 years. Accept that it's been a barrier, between me and other people because I've been trying to protect myself in a way. I haven't allowed myself to feel as well feel things completely because I've had this block. Accept that it's been a part of me, embracing that part of me, embracing the 21-year-old woman that lost her father, accepting the choices that I'd made since then that may have been harmful to me, accepting the behaviors that I've engaged in to try to protect myself or distract myself from the pain that I was feeling, understanding how that was connected to some of the toxic relationships I had engaged in as well. When you've got this barrier of protection, which is what emotional trauma does, it puts you in this protection mode and doesn't allow you to express things. You're living life from a limited perspective, right? Because the things that we shut down in us and try to block, they're the things that become our shadows. So they're the things that keep us in a state of feeling like we need to distract, feeling like we're not good enough, feeling like we need someone else to fill a void, an emotional void in us, feeling like we're not complete, feeling like something wrong with us. Right? They become the shadows. Yeah, that's the aura process, and that I've done. Once I was able to acknowledge that I was still carrying grief, I was able to let that go within a month. Now I've been carrying that around for 20 years. So a month of work, it's really a small price to pay, I think, for freedom. Okay, so every time you set yourself free by releasing something that you've been holding, pain that you've been holding on to, every time you release some, you don't need to do it all in one day. You don't need to do it all in 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. But just know that every time you let something go, pain go, your life improves. It improves every single time you do that release work.